first weight loss contestant winner. Get ready to hear 3 great stories, starting with contestant number 1.
I first learned about TLC in 2015, and in my first 6 weeks, I lost 39 pounds. And I was ecstatic because I was going to the doctor regularly, and she was prescribing medication because I was pre-diabetic. Then I just was depressed because I was in a marriage where I really wasn't happy. So my doctor was talking about prescribing medication for depression and anxiety. My mom never tried a close relationship, and she kicked me out of the house, some situation that I don't even remember. It was really not a big deal, but she kicked me out of the house, I think when I was 17. I always longed for that relationship with my mom, for that closeness with my mom. It's something I always prayed on. So when I found TLC, started to lose the weight, I kept praying on things, would reach out to my mom, she would reach out to me, and our relationship kind of strengthened from there. She had a stroke a few years ago, and that's something that really, really hurt me because I could have lost her. So I said, I really want you to try this tea, I really want you to try this NutriVerse. I think it was within 6 weeks, and we went back to her doctor. The 3 medications that were giving her the issues, her doctor told her not to take them anymore because her levels were awesome. And now she's just eager to exercise. Like, she'll call me and say, I'm going outside, I'm walking, I'm doing a whole bunch of walking today, I'm drinking all my water today. So it's just the perfect timing in my life and her life for us to be on a health journey together. And I know that I have to stay strong because I'm her only child, just to inspire her, to keep her going. Before I started TLC, I weighed 211 pounds, and now I weigh 158 pounds. My name is Fern Morgan, I'm from North Maryland, and I've made a total life change.
Make some noise for our first weight loss winner. Give me your feet. Give it up for Fern Morgan.
You got this.
Thank you. Hi everybody, hi TLC family. I love all of you guys. And first, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jack Fallon. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, the entire TLC family. You guys have just been amazing. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for your love and all your hard work. I don't know where I would be without this company, without these products. So first, just thank you. I don't know where to start. So you heard my introduction. I used to weigh 211 pounds when I first heard about Total Life Changes. I was pre-diabetic. I was on the verge of getting high blood pressure. Everyone in my family has high blood pressure, and they would always say, well, Fern, you're going to get it soon. Like, did your doctor tell you that you have high blood pressure yet? And I was like, don't think that's going to happen to me. I suffered from depression, and my doctor even prescribed me medication for anxiety. And I don't even think my own mom knows that. And I was like, okay, there has to be a better way. And I watched and watched and watched. So if there are guests here today and you're watching and you're not taking action, please just take action. I sat and looked at Instagram photos and Facebook pictures and posts for about 6 months. And I could have lost the weight, I could have made lots of money, I could have changed so many lives, but I was just sitting there watching because I was fearful. I was having all of these doubts, but then I had to really, really stand strong in my faith, and I know that God does not give us a spirit of fear.
Yes.
So, I had to just keep my faith, and I started with the tea, but I didn't see the results that I wanted to see so fast. But I was broke. I didn't have any money, so I was like, well, I'm gonna take a leap of faith. I'm gonna get this kit, and I got the solution kit. And in my first 6 weeks, I lost 39 pounds. Thank God. I used to wear a size 16, and the 16 was tight, man. It was pushing maybe an 18. And now, I never thought I would wear this size. Now I wear a size 6.
Woo!
It's not even about, to me, it's so much bigger now than how I look. I feel amazing.
Yes.
This is the best that I've ever felt in my entire life. And when I really first noticed how I looked, it was on my 30th birthday. I had a surprise party, and I wasn't happy about the party when I saw the pictures. I was like, why didn't anyone tell me that I looked like that? I didn't know that I looked like that. And I'm in just a different space now, thanks to TLC, thanks to just the woman that I am now, because I didn't know who I was before. I was in a marriage, but I wasn't living for myself. I wasn't living for Fern. I've always known God, but my faith and my spirit wasn't as strong then as it is now. And it's so much bigger than me and my story. I do this for everyone else. I do it for my mom. I do it for my clients, and I just do it just like all you guys do it, just to change lives. So I just again want to thank you.
Thank you for sharing your story with us today. Michelle and I had the pleasure of sitting down with Fern yesterday and really getting to know Fern. And we really dove deep into really how her life changed, not how she just lost weight, but and that's what these transformation stories are all about. Her life has been transformed. And a lot of times you hear people like Fern talk about the person they used to be as if it was a different person, right? And I hear that a lot, and I keep on hearing that over and over again, so that's always amazing for me to hear. But Michelle, why don't you start out with a follow-up question for Fern?
All right. And as John said, we met with Fern yesterday, and one of the things I found very interesting, she told us about the jobs that she had when she started TLC. So will you tell us what you were doing before and how TLC changed that for you?
Yes. Oh my goodness. So I am a Trinidadian. My mom is American. My father's Trinidadian, and they say that Trinis work a lot. And I was a true Trini because before I started as an IBL with Total Life Changes, I had 4 jobs. 4. I don't even know how I slept. But I had my full-time job, which is Monday through Friday. I had a part-time job. I was a hairstylist on weekends. I worked at my yoga studio a few nights a week. And I had an overnight job as like a hotel chaperone to monitor the hallways at night. I was working so much. And I felt that I needed to do that during that time of my life because I was going through a separation. I was in a relationship for 12 years, married for 6 years, but I was so unhappy, and I was just so tired of going through everything that I was going through, but I didn't really know if I could get out of it. But I was like, I prayed, and I prayed, and I prayed for years, and I stood strong in my faith. So when the opportunity was presented to me to join TLC, I was like, I don't have any money. First of all, I have 4 jobs. How am I going to join TLC and have to pay to join? But I saw that the products were working, so I fasted. I fasted because I needed clarity. I was in a different direct sales business for 8 years. I gave 8 years of my life to doing a different business, doing romance parties, the lingerie parties for women. And yeah, it was lucrative, but I had to do about 20 parties a month to see maybe $400 or $500, which, and the commission was not 50%. I think it was between 35 and 40%. So I was burnt out. I said, I don't really want to join TLC if it's going to be like that. But the pictures seemed different. The culture seemed different. So I fasted and I waited. And I know what I heard strongly from God. And He said, Fern, go for it.
Okay.
I went for it.
Yes.
And the best feeling ever was within the first 6 months of me being an IBO at TLC, I was able to leave all 3 of my part-time jobs.
Woo! Yes!
So Fern, you only have one job now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That's amazing. That is just, so 4 jobs. So Fern had 4 jobs. She was able to quit 3 of them since joining TLC, so I know we're happy about that. Fern, I have a question for you. This was so powerful when I heard this yesterday because it really reminds me, and really all of us, how much someone can be restored in so many different ways. And we talked a lot yesterday about your mother. We learned yesterday that you were estranged from your mother at 17 years old. And for many, many years, the relationship was not good.
Right.
Still did the Christmas and the Thanksgiving phone calls and stuff, but there was nothing beyond that. So explain to us a little bit, how has your TLC journey helped restore that relationship with your mother?
I'm not going to cry. Just trying to stay strong. But like you said, my mom and I, we were close when I was a kid. I'm her only child, and being as I don't have any siblings, she's pretty much all that I have, my mom that she has. And my father, he got deported back to Trinidad when I was a teenager. So my mom and I were doing pretty good up until about the age of 17. And she kicked me out of her house, and I've been on my own since then. So going through my life in my early 20s was difficult. I didn't have my mom to just answer questions, things you go through as a woman, someone to talk to. I didn't really have that at all. And I got into my relationship with my ex-husband at an early age, so that I just felt like I was stuck. And I'm telling you guys, I know God, and I prayed to God fervently for probably about a good 10 years, okay? From 17, no, longer than 10 years. From 17 probably up until the beginning of the last year, my mom and I were not close. We would talk on Thanksgiving, sometimes we would talk on Christmas, but the conversations were always, there was more bad than it was good. And a few years ago, she had a stroke. And when I found out that she had a stroke, I just got a phone call, hey, your mom's in the hospital, she had a stroke, and of course we weren't close. So I was like, I don't even know what to do. I went to see her. It was kind of uneasy, but it's just, I know it's God, and I know why He put me here with TLC, because He allowed me to change my health, and my mom and I are so close now. My mom and I...
Yes.
When I filed for my divorce, I got a phone call from my mom the very next day, and I don't know what made her call me the next day, and she's like, hey, how have you been? And I was like, hey, good, how have you been? And I swear, after that day, we've been talking every single day. I see her so many times out of the month, and it feels so good. And she noticed my transformation. She noticed my health. She just hears me talking to people about TLC, and she's like, well, what is this? What are you doing? So I finally was able to help my mom change her health, and that means the world to me. Because after she had her stroke, she was on 7 medications. Diabetes, high blood pressure, and her blood pressure has always been high, 200 over something. So it's always been a very, very high number. And I know we don't make medical claims here, but I'm telling you, I said, Mom, I'm coming with you to all your appointments. I want to hear what the doctor has to say. And I said, just follow this plan for 1 month. The Gano, the TLC, the ISOT, and the NutriBurst. So she started it for 1 month. And without even trying to do anything, she lost 15 pounds in her first month. And we went to her follow-up appointment 6 weeks later, and the doctor's like, oh my gosh, your A1C levels look good.
Yes.
Your blood pressure, her pressure this is as low as her pressure has ever been, like 140 over something. And I was like, you guys take that again? So now she's a TLC advocate. She'll call me. She's like, I'm in the store and I'm talking to this lady, what's your website? And I'm telling her about the NutriBurst and this and that. So just other than health being changed and my finances, my mom and I are so close. Like we go walking together. She tells me what she's eating for the day, and she's like, well, I know you're not coming over today, but I'm going outside to walk on my own, and I'm like, who is this lady? Like, how did this happen? And just for us to be that close, and to be restored in such a way with someone who brought me here, you know? And I know I have to do this for more than just me. I have to do it for her, because I know that she needs me as much as I need her, and there's no dollar amount, there's nothing that I can say is better than that restoration, and I honestly don't think it would have happened as strongly as it did if it wasn't for Total Life Changes.
That was just amazing to hear that your yes to TLC turned into a yes for TLC for your mom. And in turn, both of you now have an actual mom-daughter relationship that you're proud of. And I know you're excited to tell us about that yesterday. So thank you so much for sharing that. I think that's so important.
Just one more thing to say. And you also mentioned that when you, in your interview, you said that you believe that this is so much bigger than you. Explain that. What do you mean by that statement?
It is so much bigger than me. I'm a woman of God. I put God first and foremost in everything in my life. And I know that my love and my passion and living for God goes hand in hand with why I'm in TLC. Because when you are in strong faith, you go out and you'll talk to everybody about God. You'll pray for people. You'll want to see people grow. You'll want to see people do better. And it's the same thing with TLC. There's so many people are held bondage. I was held bondage for so many years. Just thinking that I was healthy, thinking that I looked okay, thinking that I could eat all the foods that I ate. But there's a better way. So it's not about the 53 pounds that I lost. It's not about how I had a transformation. It's awesome, and I'm thankful for it, but it's so much bigger than me because there's so many people in this world that don't know about Total Life Changes. They don't know that the way that they're living can be so much better. I am so happy. I am so free. I have time freedom with TLC. It's just what I live for. So when I say that it's so much bigger than me, it's just about helping as many lives as possible so people won't be held bondage. It's about helping people who are out here working 3 or 4 jobs, because that is not the way to go. You can be with TLC and just have a better way of life. It doesn't have to be difficult. And I just the way I like to think of it is that we don't have to wait for the change to happen. We can be